Look, no shade to any of the other characters, but Ironeye might be the best character to use in Nightreign. You can pepper enemies from afar, proc status buildup with the right bows, and even switch to massive hitters like jar cannons or katanas to deal significant damage in a short amount of time. Not to mention his ultimate art is great for both reviving down teammates as well as doing damage to bosses. In that regard, Ironeye feels like both an offensive character and a support character rolled into one. Without further ado, here's our Ironeye character guide for Elden Ring Nightreign. Ironeye is all about keeping your distance and sniping enemies from afar. Well, for the most part. While Ironeye will most often not be putting out the damage that a melee or even magic user will be using, they can still contribute in some significant ways. Plus, keeping your distance will make it so you'll never have to be at risk of getting hit like some of those other characters that have to get in close. It's a win-win, even with a bit of a lower damage output. Because of this though, Ironeye is a bit weaker in terms of HP, and you'll want to make sure you're basically never getting hit so you don't go down. Nightreign also didn't add any new bows, so there isn't a massive amount of variety going on with this character. As such, you'll want to pick up a melee backup weapon to keep you safe from those enemies that do get in close. Ironeye demands a degree of awareness of your surroundings in order to use him effectively. You'll either be keeping to high ground to avoid enemy strikes, or always on the move in order to find new vantage points and hit enemy weak spots. While using Ironeye can be easy to pick up, he is a bit more difficult to master in the right way. It's being aware of just where to stand to avoid enemies reaching you while also dealing the most effective damage that is really the trickiest part. Like all other Nightfarers in the game, Ironeye comes with 3 unique traits: a passive, a character skill, and an ultimate art. For his passive, Ironeye's Eagle Eye is all about bolstering your finds. With it, enemies have a higher chance of dropping more and rarer items. Even better, this effect applies to the whole party, not just you, making it a great boon to have if someone is an Ironeye in your party. Ironeye's character skill is Marking. With Marking, Ironeye will dash toward the locked-on enemy, striking them with a knife and leaving a red mark behind. This skill itself will deal a small amount of damage and a good chunk of posture damage, but the mark that remains is truly the star of the show. When hitting it, you'll deal more damage, and once you deal enough damage to the weak point, it'll automatically stagger the enemy. The mark will remain longer as long as you keep hitting it. The skill itself can also be used as a very effective dodge when absolutely necessary. Certain relics with Ironeye will give you 2 uses of this character skill, as well as extending the length that mark is active on an enemy. Ironeye's ultimate art is Single Shot, which is basically exactly what it says it is. You'll pull out a massive bow and let loose a single shot. This is a devastatingly powerful arrow though, able to kill lighter enemies and stagger those that it doesn't. Its real power isn't how it ignores everything. Enemy resistances are ignored entirely during this attack, and it can pierce through every form of terrain. If you can lock onto the enemy, Single Shot will hit them. The area of effect for Single Shot is also pretty wide, able to catch multiple enemies and even downed allies. As such, this makes it very effective at defeating enemies and reviving your squad. You can also hold the ability for a significant amount of time, firing off Single Shot as soon as all the enemies have lined up in front of your bow. Let's go over some weapons. Ironeye scales with dexterity. This makes him particularly adept with both bows and smaller armaments like katanas and daggers. Note that great bows actually scale with strength, so Ironeye will not be able to as effectively wield them. A bow in one hand and a status build-up weapon in another is a great combo to have if you're an Ironeye who wants to get in close on the enemies. A particular note is Ironeye's B scaling in Arcane. This makes certain incantations, namely those focused around blood, quite effective. This also means weapons that build up status ailments, such as katanas, can actually be quite helpful for Ironeye as backup. Just remember that his FP pool is still quite low, and relying on weapon skills or spells is mostly a no-go. And that's our guide for Ironeye in Elden Ring Nightreign. Good luck on your next expedition.